Hello people, welcome to my third episode of Skyrim mod reviews. Today I am bringing you what I think are some of the best mods for kind of immersing yourself in like a survivalist sort of way. Um, Random courier comes up to talk to me, sorry about that. Anyway, so I have 5 mods today to show you, and these mods are all really great. The first one I'm going to start with is Nordic Hunter Light Armor. This one's not very I don't think it's very popular on Nexus right now, but I personally like it. It's nothing too fancy. It's just it's kind of hard to see because of the light, but it's like a light blue color, and it's got some rabbits on the back and a couple of pouches with some stuff in it. There you go. There's a good shot. It's very simple, but I think it goes really well with the survivalist kind of way of life, and I think it looks good. And that's just a quick overview of that. Our next mod is Winter is Coming Cloaks. Now this goes along with Frostfall, and there are so many different options. 3 different types of bears, 3 different types of wolves, like steel version, leather version, ornate versions. I'm going to show you the ornate bear claw cloak and the steel cave bear claw hood. As you can see, the cloak has kind of got a mixture of different types of furs. There we go, there's a kind of good shot. And then the hood, if you get in close, it has like a steel helmet with the hood on top. I think that looks the best of all of them, but there's versions without it, and then there's versions with leather helmets. One thing I don't like about it is that your feet do go through the back, but that happens with pretty much every cloak mod you can get unless you get like a shorter cloak, which I believe there are shorter cloaks. It's just so hard to find because there's so many. If you go into the tanning rack, you can craft all of them. So our next mod is Wet and Cold. Now, I can't really show you cold, other than like when I breathe, you can kind of see my breath. Yeah, there it goes. It's kind of hard to see, but when you're playing, it's more obvious. When it snows, you'll start to get, or if you start to get really cold, then you'll start to freeze. And if I go into the water, you can kind of see particle effects coming off it. And now it says I'm wet, and I think that's actually from Frostfall. Which brings me to the next mod, Frostfall. This is the greatest mod to have if you want to do survivals. It's amazing. So one thing that adds is the ability to create tents. And I'm just doing the smallest fur tent. Fur tents are good for cold settings, and leather tents are better for warmer settings. I'm just going to pitch my tent here. It's probably not the greatest place, but just giving it a second, it should form. Yep, there it goes. As you can see, I've got a nice little fur tent now, which is awesome. Now there are some more things you can do. Here we go. Survival settings. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go. Now here's what I can do. I can build a campfire, and it'll create a little icon. And you usually build these near your tent, so if you're in your tent, you can be relaxed. But I'm just going to build mine right here. So now what you want to do is harvest some wood. Now you have to have an axe to do this. And you can either do dreadwood, which you don't need an axe for, but it takes more wood, or firewood, which takes a lot less wood to create a campfire. And depending on how good your axe is, because your axe can reduce in quality with this mod, but I have a really good axe, so I get 4 pieces of wood. It takes 6 to make a fire. It takes 15 of dreadwood. So I'll harvest some more wood so I can build the fire. Okay, so I got 4 more pieces. And I like that it builds like a little wood pile, so if you feel like harvesting a bunch in one day, put it by your tent, you can just leave it there. Okay, so we search our firewood pile and we take 6. Okay, so we come over here and we do add a firewood, and that'll start a fire. So now you have a fire, and that'll keep you warm, and if you're really cold, it will get you warm, which is really nice. And there's one thing I forgot to do, so excuse me while I just type it in. Sorry about this, but I want to show you, so it's kind of important that I have to interrupt here. Okay, so a few more things I want to show you that Frostfall adds are the cooking pot and the tanning rack, and these will allow you to do things. So if I bring this over here, we'll just put it right there. It's not a very good spot, as you can see. Now it does automatically fix itself, but I didn't give it enough time, so it's kind of messed up. But that's alright. And then secondly, you can make a cooking pot, and you have to have it close enough to the fire for it to actually work. So as you can see, it turns yellow. Oops. There we go. That's fine. Place cooking pot. Sorry. So now I can make a cooking pot, and as you can see in the top left, it says you begin to feel warm. You feel warm, and based on your clothing, this will make it easier for you to become warm. So if we use the tanning rack, this mod adds a lot. This is just bandoliers from the bandolier mod, which goes very well with this mod. Might as well include it. Bandoliers go great with this mod as well, because they can give you extra carrying capacity and they just look cool. There's nothing there, but if you go to MISC, here you can make different types of tents, large versions or small versions of each tent, and you can make backpacks, fur crafting kit, which I'm not really sure what that does, but it sounds interesting, hide, lace, and leather strips, and there's a lot more you can do. I'm not able to show you everything you can do at a time, but there's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you some of the extra things you can do. So I'm going to take this off and put on. You can make a travel cloak fur, and this is a smaller cloak that looks better. I like it better than the other one just because it's shorter. And let's see. What else did I want to show you? If I can find it. I guess there was no. Oh yeah, the backpack. This is a backpack. This is not how your backpack originally looks. I just used a cheat to get this. And when you originally make it, I don't think these items show up. And based on what items you have in your inventory, these items will show up on your backpack, which is really cool. And then to make yourself a little bit cooler, you can add bandoliers and the travel lanterns that I showed last episode. As you can see, that looks pretty cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, what this mod also adds is like water jugs. If you can see on my back, I'm kind of zooming into it right now. That thing adds water skins, which you can drink from, and then you can fill up in the river. And I don't actually think this mod adds that. I actually forgot a mod, and I'm going to say it now, and I'm sorry I forgot it. You need, I think it's called Basic Essentials, or Essential Needs. Yeah, it's Essential Needs. Sorry about that. That mod adds, the need to eat and drink to the game. And that adds the water skins that you can fill up in the river, which is really good. You should definitely get that. I'm so sorry I forgot that. But you get the gist. I don't really need to show you too much. So when you go up to your tent, you can say use your bedroll. You can turn on a lantern. There's a lantern in there. You can lie down. So you don't even have to... and wherever you look, you can see inside. And then you can toggle view, get up, or sleep. I'm just going to exit. Actually, it's not one. We can get up. And there we go. I'm out of my tent. There you go. And my final mod is, you may have noticed it, me walking around, is called footprints. And so when you walk on snow, or I think even, no, I guess not, but when you walk on snow, it'll leave footprints, and those footprints will stay. So if you've been in a camp for a long time, then it'll show up, and it'll seem like you've really lived here for a while, which I think is very nice, and I think it's a great small little mod that adds a lot. Honorable mention is, I can't remember the name of it, but it has something to do with like Camping Ranger. I know it's on the Gems website. It allows you to place tents and do a lot of fun stuff with that, but I usually don't use that with Frostfall. What I use is when you place the tents in that game, it places a chest where you can pull all your stuff out, and it allows you to pull out like some chairs and a few other things that are kind of nice that would make your camp look a little bit cooler. So I definitely recommend that mod as well, but it's certainly not necessary. And the chest, kind of stays there permanently. So usually I'd try and hide it over here or something. This mod is really great if you like to hunt in this game. They're just altogether good fun. I think eventually you can make like an enchantment table and like alchemy table using the Frostfall mod, but I'm not certain of that. This mod has so much, it's hard to keep track of everything. So I do apologize, but I love this mod. I love it. It's great. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in next week for the next round of mods. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but should be some good stuff. See you later.